Hello everyone, my name is David Anierobi, and as you all know, I'm a Webflow developer. However, I'm currently learning Mendix. And some of you would ask, what is Mendix? What is this guy up to again? Oh well, Mendix is a low-code development platform that allows users to build and deploy custom web and mobile applications without requiring high programming knowledge. Yeah, at some point you would, have to understand some little programming terminologies, but you don't get to build from scratch. All right. So you would ask, why Mendix? That's a big question. However, over the last few months, I have been struggling with what else I can add to my Webflow knowledge. Webflow allows me build amazing websites, yes. However, I needed to upgrade and get into web apps and mobile applications. And I didn't have the knowledge to custom code from scratch. So I started making research on tools that I could leverage on. I stumbled on a couple of tools, however, Mendix stood out for me. And in this video, I'm going to walk us through the Mendix portal, the development portal, and Mendix Studio Pro. And I'm going to show you how it is and how it works. I'm not yet a pro at it. However, this is my journey to becoming a Mendix developer because I picked interest in also building web apps and mobile apps as well. So yes, this is a new phase for me. However, I'm going to make videos of my progress, and as I learn something new, I'm going to share as I used to do with Webflow. I'm also going to share things on Webflow, advanced Webflow stuff. However, I'm going to start from scratch with Mendix, talking about the tool and how you can also become a Mendix developer. Let's jump right straight into the tool and let me show you around. All right. Okay. I am excited already for this new phase of my life. So yes, this is mendix.com. This is the website for Mendix. The navigation here says platform, solutions, marketplace. Yes, they have this amazing marketplace. Sometimes you don't have to build from scratch. You can leverage on marketplace because you may see, something that you are trying to build, you can just get a template and start from there. You can also leverage on components or widgets and all of that fine stuff. So yes, they have developers, partners, and resources. So if you're looking to learn, they have an academy, Mendix Academy. You can use that to learn. They have video resources as well. They have job boards if you're looking for a job when you become a professional Mendix developer. You don't have to be like a professional, but yeah, Mendix job board is there. And yeah, this is how the website looks. This is like the interface for the tool. When you download it, because you have to install Mendix, you have to install the application on your PC. So yes, if you're using a Mac or a Windows, they have the tool for both Mac users and Windows users. Before, they have for just Windows users, but they just launched that for those using MacBook. So yeah, this is how the website looks like. Very clean. It explains everything about Mendix. They just released a new update. If you want to see what's inside, you click here, it takes you to their blog. And yeah, you can, this is just how it is. So when you click on get started for free, it takes you to this page. Now, this is the weird thing about it. It brings you here where you have to sign up with a work email. This part was something that I struggled with for a while because I didn't have a work email. Having a work email means you have to have a website, then you have to have you have to create a custom email. Let's say you have to have a company, then you have to create a custom email. For instance, the name of my website is davemars.com. So I have to now create a custom email saying hello@davemars.com. You see? So that hello@davemars.com is what you are going to use to sign up. I hope they change it soon. I hope they change this soon, so everybody can just use their normal email to sign up. So yeah, so when you sign up, it takes you to the next part, and the next part, just follow the process, and boom. Then you can also download, at some point it will ask you to download the application so that you can install it on your PC. So yeah, So this is like the development portal. It always takes you to this part. Let's say you are done signing up, you know, it always takes you to this development portal. This is where you create the app. This is where you start the, app process. I have been practicing, I've been following tutorials and I've been practicing. And the last time I was at, I think last week, I was at Mendix, a particular Mendix event at Mendix headquarters. I think that was my cue to really go all in because it was a really big deal. I met with amazing Mendix developers. I met with the Mendix team, people at Mendix, great people. The energy was amazing. And I'm like, okay, this is good. And I love where it is heading towards, the idea that because I've always wanted to build web apps at some point. I didn't just want to do just websites and all of that. And yeah, I have been looking for a way out, to be able to integrate what I already know, which is Webflow for building websites. I needed to do something else and explore another part of, my creative side. So like I said, I tried, I researched and I stumbled on different tools, but for some weird reasons, I know that I would want to go with this. So yes, so this is the developer portal. And let's say you want to create a brand new app. You can just click on create app. Boom. It's going to take you here. And it's going to ask you, do you want to create a blank web application or app from spreadsheet? Let's just click on blank web application. All right, so I'm going to click on that and it will take you here again. And we have the advanced settings and all of that. So yeah. So you're going to click on select these templates because you are obviously creating a blank canvas. It says here, start your new progressive web app based on the Mendix Atlas 3 design systems, blah, blah, blah. And you can see more in the marketplace. If you click here, it takes you to the marketplace. All right. Now you click on select these templates. Now it's going to ask you for what? It's going to ask you for choose the app name. We could just say, for instance, bicycle, or let's say car return app. Just random stuff. And you're going to choose the background color and the icon that you want to use. You can just say choose for me. It just fetches different icon and different background, but you can choose the icon here if you have it and the background color, maybe your brand color also. Then you click on create app and boom, we are creating your app. This is like the first step. It may take a few minutes for us to set up your team, server, project management tools. Yes, the beauty about Mendix is it uses project management tools, agile methodology, and all of that, which is very good. Now, this is the developers portal for our app. Now, yes, under project management, you get to see board, the planning, the epics. So the planning and epics basically are where you create your user stories. Let's say, for instance, the project manager must have created user stories that you as the Mendix developer is going to use to build the app. All right, and all of that. So we have here boss, updates, team. You can create team members that would work on the project. You can invite team members and all of that, and yeah, documents. So these are all the setups, all the things that you want to go through, the settings before you now eventually edit in Studio Pro. So when you click on edit in Studio Pro, it opens up the actual interface or the tool, the Mendix Studio Pro application. All right. So yes, so now later I'm going to make a video explaining all of this, but for now let's just go click on edit in Studio Pro. Open up. So yeah, so this is the Mendix interface. All right, this is the Studio Pro interface where you would now have to build your application, your web app and your mobile app. All right, so we have basically three core structures. We have the application structure, the logic, we have the application, we have the logic, and we have the domain model, which is where you enter entities, more like database. So this is what I'm talking about. We have the Mendix application development architecture. So we have the presentation layer, we have the logic layer, and the data layer. All right, so these are the three main aspects that Mendix deals with. Okay, so we're just going to look at it for a minute. So this is it. I'm not going to say too much about it yet because I'm also still learning. And yeah, so this is how it looks. We have my first module. So this is the domain model section, settings, home. So this is like a page, a default home page, home web. So when you double click it, it opens up like this. So this is just the default of how the mobile web app is going to look like. And we have the different kinds of view here for tablets and mobile. So yeah, so we have the domain model section. This is where you enter entities, more like a database. So when you double click, it brings you here. And this is how you bring in an entity. You either drag, you either click and drag, and you place it here. And if you double click, you can create database or entities. All right, I'm going to make a much more detailed video of how I am able to build an application using Mendix. So this is just like an overview. All right, so for the first things you want to do, you want to click on this Mendix Studio Pro. You want to go to settings here. I want to just check some basic things. So we have the general, just to make sure that everything is in check. You want to go to Mendix Assists, make sure these things are checked. Deployment, model, version, the work environment, the UI, light mode or dark mode, the advanced setup. Just, you can just have a look at it and just see what it is for now. All right. So yeah, this is how it looks. The domain model, like I said, we have the settings. If you double click, it opens up like this. We have, if you want to add a new page, you just double click on this, my first module, you right click and you can see add page, add microflow, nanoflow, add workflow, and all of that. To add a page, just click on add page and it's going to open up this create page. You can, select a responsive web page and you can just choose the page, from the, from what we have here. We have different kinds of pages, the login page, the list page, forms, details page, all of that. Let's say dashboard, for instance. You can just click on this one and say, okay. And we have created a page. So, the page is going to be here. You can rename it as you want to whatever you want to rename it. Yeah. So we have this. This is just like a component. So you can change, you can edit, you can style it how you want and all of that. So yeah, and we have the toolbox here, the property is here, the toolbox is here. So with this toolbox, you can, lots of elements, the label, text, title, layout, like a lot of things are going on here, so you want to like take out time to go through them, learn them through the Mendix Academy. And yeah, so that is it. For me, it's a new phase. We have building blocks. Building blocks are like components or widgets that you can use. Okay, here is widgets. These are all widgets, but building blocks are like components that are already built. You can just reuse. For instance, we have the hero header background. You can just drag it and maybe put it here. So we have something like this. You can, edit it, style, change the header title, and whatever you want to do. So yeah, that is building blocks. They are already built things that you can just use and style. And yeah. So yeah, this is a new phase for me, like I said. And yeah, looking forward to everything. So yeah, I hope you too will pick interest in wanting to become a Mendix developer. I mean, there's no harm in, trying something new for the first time. You just never know. and I am a huge fan of, growth and personal development and upskilling. So yeah, I'm a Webflow developer, so I want to, become more. So I mean, why not? Don't worry, I'm going to make the journey and the process and everything very interesting for you to also pick interest. I hope you find this very helpful. Peace.